no idea if there is a super secret about MerMay because everywhere I look, I see bubblegum and taffy. Sweet little mermaids in pinks, blues, and purples. Maybe I missed the memo or something, but Pinterest and Instagram are stock full of them. So I wanted to do something different. I've been wanting to try and make my art a bit darker than I usually tend to. I myself stick with pinks, blues, and purples a lot, but no! I say no! So when I realized what MerMay was missing, I set off to create a mermaid bad guy. As if the little mermaid went dark. Well, Ursula already did like the whole dark mermaid thing, but whatever. So I needed to design my girl first. I'm a little excited about this, but I had bought female action poses from Masters of Anatomy, and I plopped this down on my drafting table next to my sketchbook. This isn't sponsored, but it is a really great resource. It has over 200 pages of over 1,000 poses of just females in action. A lot of them are more like superhero-y, but there are so many to choose from. I'm sure you'll find something in there that'll give you exactly what you're looking for. I had to figure out the tail by myself, but the tail was just a small part considering. I ended up going with the fourth sketch. I thought it captured the look I was going for. It has a presence that felt a little bit demanding, a little sketchy, but more in the vein as if she were plotting against you. I thought it was perfect. So, after I designed it, I transferred over to Clip Studio for the line work. Surprise, surprise, I know. I've been using the dense watercolor brush for this, and I just love the results that I get with it. While going through the inking process, this brush keeps me excited to be working on art. I think my favorite part to work on was her face. I'll admit, for the sake of time, I didn't show the exact process because it took me a hot second to get the angle just right. I kept returning to a 3D box to get the proper positioning. To be honest, I used to hate using boxes. I never found them to be a good representation for what is a round head. Box, round, not the same thing. I love the way I drew the eyes. I wanted to go for something that right away read as not a typical sweet mermaid and would make you look twice. No, she's definitely scheming something. I decided early on that I wanted her to have horns, which is not something I often do. Then I gave her long, weird-ass fingers. I guess I just really wanted to drive the whole evil thing home. To add to it, I squinted her eyes a little bit more down the line, and when I get to painting the face, I put her eyes in shadow. I was basically ticking off all of those boxes that come to mind when thinking of someone or something that is just downright evil. I started painting her, I switched programs. I bought PaintStorm Studio a few months ago when a friend suggested it. It was inexpensive and I thought it seemed interesting, so I bought it on the spot because I hate to paint in clip. To be honest, I hadn't actually used PaintStorm yet, so I thought I'd give it a try. I was really happy that I had made this choice because PaintStorm is great for painting. In clip, I always felt like I was fighting the program. I haven't even attempted to paint in a couple of years because it was such a pain to use. I can say I was relieved by how easy PaintStorm was to use. I still struggled, but at least this time it wasn't because I was fighting the program. No. It had just been so long since I last painted that it took me a little while to get back into the swing of things. But their standard brushes were perfect. I hardly had to touch them to achieve the look I was going for. For this particular painting, I felt as though I had spent more than enough time on this, and I may go back to work on this painting more. But it's just for the sake of drawing a mermaid for MerMay, and I wanted to get it published by the end of the month. If you haven't seen How I Does It Illustration Part 2, go check it out. I had a lot of fun creating that illustration. And I'll be putting out a Part 3. But it's just going to be footage of the illustration. I won't be narrating. That'll be all for today. Thank you for taking the time to look at this video. If you liked the video and would like to see more, please comment below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. While you're at it, share this video with all of your artist friends. See you next time.